Check. Yeah. This nigga air pressing buttons and shit. Yeah. Oceanside rider, watch you rolling the herb tide, sucking up on the curb. Got this feeling to splurge. My sole purpose is to give you the word. Break these verses with that murder ain't no relation to herbs. Switching lanes for that shifting. 2 5 shots, still grooving this pandemic. I just flip the cards, I'm dipping confident with it. Can't take over this shit, monstrous vision. Never temper thoughts, I can't provide with the stricken. One day at a time, can't rush greatness. My mind like Clutch Dickens. 27 laps in this bitch, can't relax in this shit. Nah, just the time to get my mental straight. When you play that field, gotta slide safe to that home base. Gotta understand this grind, equip to something bigger. And it's something different, belly rumbling, gotta get it. Humble giant, but some days I can't fuck with niggas. I'm better to drive, can't stop bumping, catching all these blessings open field like I'm CEO and it's free flowing.
Catching all these blessings up like I'm CEO and it's free flowing. Yeah, you know the vibes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was 27 Laps by Casso. Excellent song, excellent project, and it is my last tweet. So go get that and follow him and download all his music and stream it all the time. Hold on, let me get that tweet off. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 5 of Don't Watch This. We are 5 episodes in, and I still don't have an intro, and I apologize for that. I should put more thought into what a sufficient intro would be for this show. I want to have something that I say every single time. For the Knicks show, it's ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Post Game Prosperity with I Hate Sean. I Hate Sean. It's Post Game Prosperity, and people know the words, and it's very, it feels good to get into the show. So I feel like I need that for this show, but I'm also not gonna force it. This light is so hot, but I'm also not gonna force it. So we're gonna get there. I feel like not forcing it is something we'll talk about today. We have a few topics today. Didn't really have any topics in mind. It's crazy. I told myself around 12 that I was gonna make an announcement for what time the show was and what the topics would be, and I didn't. There were a few different things that I felt like I needed to do today. Some got done, some didn't, and that's frustrating. But anyway, we're here for the show, and the first topic, ironically enough, is start somewhere. And I feel like that was kind of just my attitude toward, whether or not I was going to do a show tonight, because I got to a point where I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to talk about, blah, blah, blah. The same problem I seem to be having every day, which is weird. But, start somewhere. And I feel like that goes for a lot of different things. And that also went for how I was approaching my day today. I had a few different things I wanted to get done. And it was just okay, start somewhere. I honestly, low-key, put those T-shirts and positive thinking caps on the website 2 or 3 days ago. I just never properly announced it. And I still don't really feel like I properly announced it, to be honest. I just feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on every decision I make before I make the decision, and I want to do everything the right way, and so it's not getting done. And I've said that before a million times, so as I get ready to say it again into the camera, it makes me feel more annoyed with myself because I have to keep telling myself the same things. But once again, if there's a 10-step process, and at step 1, you're worried about what you're going to do at step 7, 8, and 9, you're not going to get to step 2 as quickly. So it's you have to start somewhere and then just go from there. You never know where it'll take you. So I feel like we're pretty solidly into an okay topic because we started somewhere. And that's really all it comes down to. And my homie Robert Cross said something. Yeah, what's good, Neil? How you feeling? My homie Robert Cross said something. I had to go find the tweet because it was such a gem, bro. He said it to me the other day because, so for episode 4, I appreciate you starting the stream right as the Yankees game about to go to shit. You the real one. Hey, I got you, man. Baseball was a mistake. You know the vibes. It is so hot in here, bro. And I called maintenance. I don't understand what's going on. My room shouldn't be this hot, bro. I'm not moving. But anyway, yeah. So episode 4, It went solidly. It was cool. Like I just came on here. I did it really last minute. I got my topics off. I guess it was about being consistent and things like that. And I thought it was pretty good. It was okay, but there was an incident with the audio. So the audio sounds a little robotic, and I was like, I'm just gonna delete this video, like, cause I don't feel like this came out well. And Robert tweeted me. He said, "Don't let perfect be the enemy of the good." And that really hit, bro. Like that really hit, and I'm carrying that with me because I feel like so many times, like I have perfection in mind, or like I want it to be perfect. And yeah, like that episode wasn't perfect, no, but like it was good. Some good things were said. It was watchable. Like I watched it, and so I would have deleted it and allowed perfect to be the enemy of the good. And I think I have to have that mentality for a lot more things that I do, and maybe that'll help me to take some of the pressure off of myself. I put a lot for somebody who always says I put a lot of pressure on myself. I continue to put a lot of pressure on myself, and I also try to give myself grace. And then like I be putting pressure on myself for the grace I gave myself, and it's a never ending cycle. It's exhausting, but for everything you just have to start somewhere. Have the AC on max. Con Ed gonna be on my ass, bro. It's nuts, bro. It's nuts. I don't understand. Like I'm looking at my AC vent like in confusion. To be honest, I didn't care how to work this. I keep exiting out. But I appreciate you being here one way or another. Thank you so much. Thank you for creating a profile. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for following. If anybody's out there, follow on Twitch, subscribe, all of that. Subscribe on the YouTube. The videos go up there after that. And, we're just trying to get as many people here as possible. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for your presence and what you contribute to the show. Wouldn't be a show without you guys. Neil said, not going to lie, I can only hear out my left ear. Need Apple to send you more ports. Yeah, I'm so confused, bro. I'm so confused. I really don't get it. Like, I don't understand. I'm trying not to, I'm just really very, very frustrated. I'm very frustrated. What's the next topic? Okay, so start somewhere. Don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. And topic 2, and it kind of just goes into it, is trust yourself. My initial topic 2 was move on. It was start somewhere and then move on. I didn't necessarily want to get into what I was going to talk about for move on, or I didn't want to I didn't want to rush into that or whatever. And so I wasn't sure where to go for a third topic. So the second topic is trust yourself. I trust that in doing this show, I'm able to get us through this and make this an experience that's worth watching. Make it be something that makes sense. And so once I started somewhere, the next step was to trust myself and just allow myself to speak and do the show and flow into what it flows into. And I feel like trusting yourself is really important. Like you have to know what you're capable of, and you have to give yourself credit for what you're capable of. Like I'm sure that we magnify our shortcomings, and I'm sure like there's something you can't do. You tell yourself about it. Like that's I always talk about I don't really play Call of Duty because you have to I'm not that good at it right now, and so I have to die a lot to get into the hang of playing and get into a rhythm. And that initial experience of not being good at it in the beginning is just I'm not gonna have fun if I play a game I'm not good at. I don't like dying over and over again, and so I don't get the ability to get to the point where I can. And so it's easy to point out what I can't do. Like I can't do that. I can't play Call of Duty. I can't. Then again, I don't really believe there's anything I can't do, so it's not that easy for me. But it's easy to point out where you fall short, and so I think it's just as important to point out what you're good at, to point out your strengths. Don't magnify your weaknesses and shun your strengths. So point out what you're good at. Know what you can know what you can depend on from yourself. Even have that kind of relationship with yourself, and that starts with trusting yourself, where you know what you can depend on. I know that I can depend on myself to speak. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know what the next topic is. I don't really know what the rest of this topic is, but I trust myself to speak. And once again, as I've said before, this show is just my thing. I assume that everybody has their own thing. Where this is episode 5 of the show. Didn't do it. Had to do it Friday because I didn't do it the 2 days before. I didn't want to go 3 days in a row without doing it. Saturday was busy. We had a game night, whatever, we were chilling. Sunday, I just didn't. And so tonight it had to happen. And so I had to hold myself accountable to be consistent, for the show to keep happening, for there to still be content, to not go 3 days without doing it. And so if there's something in your life that you're trying to establish or trying to get into the, I think my mom would always tell me it takes what, 21 days to form a habit and 11 days to break it or something like that. And so you have to, like, I call this show semi-nightly, so I don't plan to do it every night. But, whatever it is, you got to stay on yourself about it. But also trust yourself in that process. I hope that's making sense. Boom. Is it because of where you place the mic? Would placing it in the middle make a difference? IDK how mics work. If placing it in the middle would not make a difference, unfortunately. There must be something in the settings where, like, I'm supposed to... Oh, you know what? Let me see something. There's a couple knobs on the mic. I don't know. I'm just twisting things. You let me know how it goes. Okay. Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. I really hope that's better. But, oh my goodness, it's so hot, bro. It's so hot. But yeah, no, trust yourself. And then what I did have after that was move on. Like I beat myself up a lot about the things that I don't do, the things that I don't get done. And that doesn't allow me to get certain things done because, like, you got to just move on. Like, it's like if you have yo, this is crazy, son. I'm sweating on camera. This is nuts. Actually made the volume lower. That's I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm really sorry. It was better before. It sounds fine for me. I don't know. Okay, boom. So, like, are we good now? Are we better? Are we cool? See what you made me do, Neil? Bro, this is crazy, son. I don't know what's going on. But the light is, like, not helping it. Oh, my goodness. This is wild. Anyway, so you got to trust yourself, and you got to move on. So I had to move on from that last topic, but you got to also move on. Like, all right, so if I want 4 things done today, right, and I get one thing done, and then I, beat myself up about not getting the other 3 done, or, like, not doing, more in a timely fashion, I won't be able to do so. But, like, maybe if I can't get all 4 done, if it doesn't take me as long to move on from what I didn't do, maybe I get 2 out of 4, maybe I get 3 out of 4. But staying where you're at doesn't help you. And that goes for, like, real life too, like relationships with people. Recently I realized, like, it's important to evaluate things for what they are rather than what they once were. And so I realized that in a personal area of mine where it was like, okay, like, this is no longer what it once was, and I can't keep holding it to that and, keep evaluating it and keep treating it as what it once was. Things change, things evolve, and I now have to look at this situation for what it really is and move accordingly. And I feel like that's important, and what you do with... I'm going to end this show. Yes, back to normal. Okay, great. I don't understand what's going on. Like, wow. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't really have topics. I just wanted to make sure a show got done. I appreciate you guys being here. But honestly, I guess I'll just start, like, talking. It's a couple days to my birthday. Today is August 8th, right? And, my birthday is August 12th. The show is August 13th. And I really, like, want to allow myself to be excited about my birthday. And I can't find it. All I can think about is how I need to do this and I need to do that. And I think that I'm kind of frustrated with myself for being in a position where, like, I'm turning my birthday into I need to do this, I need to do that. But, like, everything just feels like I have to do it, like, right now, bro. Like, I want to do so many different things and I want to do them well. And so it's just like, I just put a lot of pressure on myself, and I feel like that pressure is counterproductive because I feel like I get less done because of it, because I start overthinking everything. And so back to what the show is just start somewhere, trust yourself, and move on for real. Like, a wise man once said, no looking back, don't even want to see my prom pictures. Pardon the rhyme scheme, I guess I'm long-winded. Let me switch it now. Back to Hell's Kitchen now. Up in Hova office like, heat up in Principal. Put me in with Scarface, that shit was like detention now. Just telling my story, so dissing ain't my intention now. Drop a couple hits and all the dummies pay attention. I'm sorry, I really love Cold Summer. But yeah, like, it really comes down to, this is ridiculous, bro. I don't know. Am I sure the AC is on? The AC is on, it's supposed to be. But like it's been like really tripping in my room, and maintenance came out here to like check what was going on, and then it was better for like 20 minutes. At least I told myself that. But like it is like this is unacceptable, bro. And like Neil, I be in here like I don't know. I be in here on Nick games in a hoodie, like jumping up and down and yelling, and I don't sweat. So like this is unacceptable. Um, and I feel like it's kind of ruining the show. But who knows? Maybe it's not. Anyway, um, yeah, man. So I'm really just trying to do the best that I can. I'm trying to, there's the t-shirts drop, the hats are dropping. I need to drop promo for the event. I need to figure certain things out for the event. I need to try to coordinate that. I also need to Twitch. I need to get back, and I haven't played 2K in like 2 days, and I'm supposed to do that on here. I need to make sure I do this show. I need to put content out for this show. I need to write the things that come to my mind. I need to figure out what's going on in terms of a podcast that's coming up. I need to, and then I naturally gravitate toward whatever's going on with the Knicks. I really miss basketball season, bro. I really miss basketball season. I feel like my life makes more sense during basketball season. I feel like I have like a little bit more of like I don't even know if it's like I don't want to call it a sense of purpose, because I feel like I always have a sense of purpose. But like I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like this is like the off season, and it just starting to feel weird, bro. Like I really miss that. And so I'm just trying to make sure that everything goes well, and I'm trying to do everything that I can. And then because of this show, like this, honestly, I don't know. Like I feel like this show is gonna make my life a lot better, but I feel like it's also like accentuating my problems, because I hold myself accountable on this show. And so because I know I have to hold myself accountable on the show, and I'm going to come up here and do this or whatever, and I'm going to get on camera and say these things, then I feel like even more like I have to live by this during the day. Like when I'm going through when I do the show and I go back and watch it and I'm making clips of it, and it's like, hey, follow through, do this, do that, like believe in yourself, all this stuff. And it's just like, these are things I clearly need to say to myself. But like, I don't know. Like bro. T-shirts look clean. Did you think about adding hearts on the t-shirt sleeves? So I did think about adding hearts on the t-shirt sleeves, but like with this, I'm doing drop shipping. And so with the way that I was like, so it's like through the manufacturer, and it's like shipping out itself and all that stuff. And like, I didn't necessarily want to like, the placement didn't look right when I was trying to do it online. I was just like, I'm not going to force it. So they're on the back of the shirt, like at the top. I think that's pretty cool. But we'll figure it out. But thank you, I appreciate it. I'm really excited about the t-shirts. I'm excited about the positive thinking caps. Boom. Man, I know you and I only talk mainly because of the Knicks, but after what I saw tonight on the timeline, I'm good on the Knicks until it's October, bro. I don't join any of those spaces. I don't do any of that. And somebody said I think I'm too cool to talk basketball, and I was like, no, bro. There's just no basketball to talk. I'm not about to like talk to y'all every day for no reason. But I love y'all. Boom. Pro Am League got fan bases in shambles. Everything is in shambles. Honestly, let me see. What else? Does anybody have like a topic? Does anybody have somebody give me something? I'm dying out here. Give me a word. I'll freestyle. I'll do something. But I don't know. I don't think I was prepared enough for this. Not even prepared enough. It's just I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's certain thoughts I don't want to fully process, or like I don't feel ready to fully process, or maybe it's because like I don't want to process it on camera, and I try to be very cognizant of what I'm gonna say. I'm trying to be very mindful of what I'm gonna say, and so I don't want my initial thoughts to come out in a certain way. So I think I skate around certain things, which is why I changed the topic in the first place. And that's no way to do anything, because that's not the way that I do anything, and I feel like the way that you do anything should be the way that you do everything. At least I try to do that as much as possible. But yeah, man, I guess this episode is just, and it's crazy because there's more people in this episode. I feel like I was spitting the other day and nobody was here, but I appreciate you guys for being here. Boom. Now I was talking about the game tonight with Julius and Obi for your Miami people. Today's word is heat. Today's word is heat. Okay. I feel the heat because I'm sweating in my room. And sometimes I feel the doctor should have left me in the womb, but I've been a star since birth. I shouldn't starve my worth. Uh, I start digging through my mind and get these bars unearthed because my mind is full of gems. See, my mind is full of gems. Uh, I pull up to the court and throw a diamond at the rim. A diamond at the rim. I'm diving. Nah, I don't know. LMAO, sun contemplated and still dropped. That was like 4 bars. That doesn't really. That was that was really slow too. Like that was really. It's really hot, bro. That's when you said heat. That's all I really had, bro. It's really really hot. I don't understand. It's really throwing me off. I'm probably not gonna put this on YouTube. I don't know. I, okay, 4 bars greater than 0. That's a great point. That's a great point. But bro, this is like really stressing me out. And I want to like say something. Like, I feel like right now I need something encouraging to say. So I'm trying to find that moment. I'm trying to find that within me to say for the show because I feel like I need words of encouragement. And I guess at times when you feel like you need words of encouragement, feel free to give them to yourself, bro. Like, I don't know. Be honest with how you feel, at least with yourself. And so, you know, I'm being honest with how I feel right now. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm being honest with me. And I just feel like hopefully something comes of that, you know? Like, hopefully, like today was Monday. You know, I feel like this is going to be a very long... this is gonna be like for my birthday. It doesn't feel like, you know, I see people put their birthday countdowns up, and it's like, oh, you know, countdown 3 days until like. That's not how mine feels. Mine feels like, I don't know if y'all ever watched the show 24. I didn't, but I saw the commercials a lot, and like, you know how that clock runs when like they're running out of time. That's how my birthday feels. It feels like, yo, you got like a couple of days left to like do this right, and I don't know why I can't just like have a birthday. But, you know, ultimately, I really hope that it goes well. And so I hope that, you know, if you're here, yeah, you know the vibes. I hope that if you're here, you're able to help. You know, if you see me post the T-shirts, the hats, you know, please retweet, share on Instagram, follow the Impossible pages. I'm also going to do, hey, there we go. I'm going to do a much better job running the Impossible pages. And I've said that a million times before, but I never really had a plan. And I tell another one of my friends, like, you know, when he tells me he's going to do a certain thing, and it's like, okay, but, like, if you're going to do that, how are you going to do it? And it's like, if you don't have a plan as to how you're going to do it, like, how are you really going to do it? And so now with, like, with the Impossible pages, with the clips from this show, probably not this one because I don't feel, maybe this is good. Who knows? But, you know, with the clips from this show, like, I feel like I didn't want to post them from my account too much. And so I feel like I can post them from the Impossible account, especially some of the ones that focus more on, like, you know, how you feel and, you know, being nice to yourself and all that stuff. I can post those to the Impossible account. And then that way there's, like, traffic on it from, like, content with, like, you know, the show and this show in itself. And then also, like, products at the same time. And so it'll be easier to, like, push that naturally. And, you know, a lot of times I feel like I've shied away from the Impossible page because I feel like it has less of a reach than my personal page. But, like, because of that, I don't ever really develop the reach of the Impossible page. And had I done that, just like with this, with Twitch, had I done it when I said I was going to do it, I'd be way further ahead. But I can't look back. I have to trust myself and move on and start somewhere. So this will be me starting somewhere. I'll be posting clips from it. I'll be, you know, so follow the Impossible accounts. Share them, whatever it may be, if you can. Thank you very much. What else? Also, I had somebody tell me that, you know, because part of my struggle with this show also, and even when I look for topics or whatever, like today I came in into space trying to ask my friends, like, hey, somebody give me like a topic that's like funny or something, because, you know, I don't want to start sounding like a self-help counselor, like, or like I'm trying to be a self-help counselor. And so I'm watching the show and I'm like, okay, like these are gems, these are good things, like these are all true, but like, how many times can I say this? Like, how many times can I be like, hey man, love yourself and believe in what you do, like, you know? But like, then she told me just like, if that's who you are, then just be that. Like, don't necessarily shy away from that. Allow yourself to just be who you are and do what you like. Only people who would be projecting would feel like you're trying to do something if you're just being yourself. And so that really helped. And that gave me the ability, shout out to Gabby, that really gave me the ability to, like, you know, step back and, like, I mean, did it give me the ability? Because I came on here today and I don't know what I did. But as I think about it now, it gives me a better ability to be able to, like, you know, take the pressure off and just be who I am. And I guess that's what I did on this show. Like, I really just came on here and was who I was and didn't really have much figured out about what I was going to do. But I didn't put too much pressure on that. I didn't not do a show because of that. And, I mean, like Neil said with the bars, like 4 bars is better than 0. So, I mean, whatever this content is better than not doing a show, right? Shonda says, start a countdown then and get excited about it. You did make me start a TikTok, so maybe I can start a countdown. Can I be? I don't know, though. Then we get into the area of the things that men can't do, like that long list, like that added to the list, fellas. Like, are men allowed to have IG birthday countdowns? I don't know. I don't know if men can do that. I don't know. That might be for the women. Like, that might 28, like with the emojis. I might leave that one for the women. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. You can probably take a clip from this and blame whatever you might not like on the decapitating heat. You right. This is unbearable for real. How about those Nets? All the culture and shambles of toxicity couldn't happen to a better franchise fan base. Gentrified hoes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Neil. You are lighting them up. Trying to say, stick your head in the freezer for a quick 30 seconds. Yeah, at a point I was going to do that. I feel like the air is kicking in a little bit more because I'm not sweating at least. Might be joint o'clock and ice cream. I finished the ice cream yesterday, bro. Deuce deluxe. Get one of the fans the bad bitches using the club to keep their lace from lifting. Yo, hey, those were elite though. Like, whenever I do get my hand on one of those, I be hitting all the angles with it. I do need one of those fans, though, matter of fact. And they always, every single person I run into with one, they tell me it's like either $8 or $12 on Amazon. And I'm like, oh yeah, like. And I told somebody to send me the link, and they didn't, so that's their fault. You need the freeze pops you roast us about. I bet that sound good right now. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. No matter how hot it gets, a tube full of sugar and ice is never gonna sound good. Yo, those little freeze pops be nothing but sugar, ice, and food coloring. And like, I feel like when we were like 7 and 8, you know, that was okay. Like we didn't know any better, so like that was all right. But I just feel like at our big ages, you know, they're saying like that's like, you know, if your drink of choice is a Capri Sun, and you think it's good juice, that's how I feel about if you are like your advocacy for those freeze pops. I'm not gonna lie. Not the deuce deluge, so you can use the fan, but not the birthday countdown. You see, but the fan is like I get to be in my moment. Then again, you know, I do hair flip. I can do a birthday countdown. I can do whatever I want, to be honest. But just me, like, as making the birthday countdown feel a little weird. I always have a question, like, my main thing with people when they do things, and not this men can make birthday countdowns. Men can do whatever they want in that regard. But, like, when people do things that are weird, and they don't feel like, it's like, yo, how do you not feel weird doing that? You know? And once again, this isn't about the birthday countdown, but just any, like, weird activity that people do, or, like, cringy behavior, or, like, whatever, like, creepy, all of that stuff is just like, yo, like, you don't feel weird as you do this. And that scares me. That's what makes me nervous about people, bro. Like, when you can do really weird things with, like, without feeling weird at all, it means you have no self-conscious, like, you have no respect for yourself, no self-awareness. A lack of self-awareness is the scariest thing in the world. Like, I am terrified of people with no self-awareness. Won't even converse with them, because it's like, what's the point? Not the deuce deluge. Them hoes head, I'm gonna get one right now. People out here drinking juicy juice and high C. Them's the people who put Hawaiian Punch in those crazy ass jungle juices with the gallon of Everclear. Yo, exactly, it's dangerous. Those people are dangerous. My first year, like when I first went away to school and I was living on my own, and I was like, yo, like Hawaiian Punch, this big ass container for $1.50. Of course, I love Hawaiian Punch. I've always loved Hawaiian Punch. But then I got, you know, started to get, you know, that was what? I was 17, 18 when I went away to school. I'm about to be 28. And now at 28, I know that there's a reason that big-ass container Hawaiian Punch is $1.50. And it's because it's dye and sugar in a big container, you know? And so now I'm above Hawaiian Punch. I just am. Like, I'm not going to buy Hawaiian Punch. If I go somewhere and there's no other juice or whatever, maybe. But, like, if I go somewhere and there's no other juice but Hawaiian Punch, I'm probably judging. Not going to lie. Like, if I don't let me come to your house and there's Tampico in the fridge. Matter of fact, have whatever you want in your fridge. Don't let me come to your house and you serve me Tampico. Like, excuse me? You feel me? So no, I'm not. There's certain things I refuse to accept. Uh, the asterisks are hilarious. Real, real individuals make birthday countdowns. That's what I heard. So are you trying to peer pressure me into making a birthday countdown? You put a dead emoji the first time when I said that men can't make those for real, and you like. So I feel like you know I don't know. Hawaiian Punch is disgusting. So is Tampico, and they never get cold. That's a fact. They be warm no matter what. They be in the fridge for a week and still room temp. That's a fact, and that's what I'm talking about. Hawaiian Punch, Tampico, those ices you be talking about. They all right there, rocking in the same boat, and I can't rock with it. But once again, I respect your decision. You feel me? I respect your decision. Boom. I normally throw off random verses on here, right? Do I have a random verse? Boom. Let me see. But the freeze pops be freezing. Don't do. Yeah, because it's just ice. Like, you ever have one of them? I know you've had one with no ice in it. I know you had a freeze pop without the freeze. I know you have. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. It's just sugar water. It's sugar water. I want better for us, man. Come on. We are adults. Not at our big ages. Go get a Minute Maid lemonade. Go get a Minute Maid freeze pop or something, man. You could do better. There are other options. There are other options with that type of delicacy. You feel me? You have other options. I want better for you. Truly. Oh my goodness. Freeze pops without the freeze. That's when you really realize, like, oh yeah, nah, this is sugar. This is sugar. You know, we got it. I'm a baby, of course. Honestly, I used to prefer it without the ice. Low key, I don't know. The ice just got in the way. It's like, if I'm gonna drink sugar water, I'm gonna just drink sugar water. What's the point of putting ice in here? What else? Do I have anything, man? I think that might be it for us, dude. I feel like there's so many people. There's 7 viewers right now. Shout out to y'all. I feel like I can't leave. Let me see. I want to find a verse. Do I have anything? Whatever. Let me see. I had this song called "The Vision." Man, getting those and some hot Cheetos from the candy lady and some pickles. Now, don't tell me not a pickle egg. Yo, listen, grow up, okay? We are advanced. We used to be a real country. Okay, so I wrote this song called "The Vision." In 2017, shortly after my diagnosis, it was like a song about my diagnosis. Over my friend. He was going by A. Scott at the time. Now he goes by ATP, Ant the Producer. But it was over his beat. I'm not going to play the beat right now because I don't know where it is or like how to find it. Not to pick up. Thank God. Oh my goodness. Oof. I can't believe I once ate hot sausages. Like, when I look back, I'm just like, wow, that's insane. Pickle egg, Neil. You don't want to know. You don't want to know, Neil. Your life is better for not knowing. Trust me. You don't need that. That's no. I don't even want to represent us that way. But yeah, so I got this song called "The Vision." It was about, my diagnosis or whatever in the process. So I'll just say the verses out. I feel like that's gonna be my performance at Studio 954. I feel like I'm just gonna do spoken word with the verses from the songs of the project that I was supposed to record. It's not getting recorded before then. It is what it is. That's life. But yeah, so it was like the hook was prescription medicine to keep my mood right. I got a vision. I'm trying not to lose sight. So, I said that for a couple times, and then it went prescription medicine to keep my mood right. I got a vision. I'm trying not to lose sight. But I get lost in these verses. It's like my thoughts send curses because they keep on flowing out. The show don't stop. Rehearsals and with the proper No, and because they keep on flowing out, the show don't stop for commercials, and with the proper rehearsal, I can stop talking in circles and finally deliver all the bars that I worked through. Did I start the song like that? Oh yeah, I did. Reached the point you don't need me. Guess I'm proud of you, girl. That was random. I didn't plan it. Flows out of this world. Reached the point you don't need me. Guess I'm proud of you, girl. That was random. I didn't plan it. Flows out of this world. Damn. I'm sorry. I don't know that song. I don't know the next line. This episode has been rough. Reached the point where you don't need me. Guess I'm proud of you, girl. That was random. I didn't plan it. Flows out of this world. I'm really confused. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it. Whatever. That was nuts. Is that what was served to you in the video at that restaurant? No. So that was in Barcelona, and so there was this restaurant on the side, like the side of the road. There was mad restaurants on the side of the road. So we're walking through, and I'm like, okay, like I'm a very picky eater. Like I eat a lot of the things that I like, but like I'm very, you feel me? I don't like the textures of certain foods. Like I also don't really like trying new things for real. Like I only like to eat things that I know I like. Because what worse experience than getting something and finding out you don't like it? Like I'm no thank you. So yeah, so I sit down at the restaurant, whatever. I look at the menu, and it's like, Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo or shrimp Alfredo, one of the two. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Like listen, man, I'm an Alfredo whore. Like I will tear up some Alfredo and shrimp Alfredo, 100%. I'm on that. Send it to me. Let's go. Like I don't care where we at. Like you can't mess that up, right? So they bring it out to me, and I'm just like, all right, cool. I take the first bite, and it's almost like with my room being hot, where I'm trying to tell myself it's me. So I take the first bite, and I'm like, nah, like that's me. Like there's no way this is that bad. And so then I took another bite, and I was like, oh nah, this is disgusting. Like this isn't just bad. This is horrible. And so like that face is like my face, like as I ate it, and it was just like I'm pretty sure I spit that out. But yeah, it tasted like it was weird, bro. It was like worse than ramen noodles. Like it was really like terrible. Like it was just dry. It was bland. Like there was nothing positive about it. The waiter came over to me. He was like, "Hey, like, did you enjoy it?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Why not?" I was like, "I don't know where to start. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is really, really bad." I didn't even want anything else off the menu because it was like I wasn't really too crazy about anything on the menu before this. And then I tried the Alfredo and it was horrible. So it's like, if y'all can do that to Alfredo, I don't want to know what y'all can do to anything else. I'm cool. So yeah, that was that experience. Don't tell me it was bull testicles. Hello? 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 Nah, my cousin, I definitely, my, that's a delicacy of theirs. I'm not illiterate, y'all forgive me. Alfredo whore is crazy. Kevin from The Office is an Alfredo whore. Bro, that scene where Kevin comes in and drops the chili is honestly one of the greatest things in television. The crazy thing about The Office, I need to do a whole segment about The Office one of these days, probably tomorrow. But the crazy thing about The Office is those scenes before the episode even starts are some of like the best scenes of TV. Like I don't like it'll be like a 3-minute thing going on, not even 3 minutes, and it's just so like hilarious, so well timed, all of it. And then the theme music starts playing, and it's like, oh yeah, the episode hasn't even started yet. Amazing, like forever. Like the when when Jim sends Dwight the stationery from his own fax or whatever, and he's like, at 8 a.m. somebody poisons the coffee. Don't drink the coffee. Like if I say don't drink the coffee, and you don't understand what I'm talking about, like I don't know. Are we really cool like that? Like I don't know. Y'all need to watch The Office. Everybody needs to understand. Everybody needs to catch on to all Office references because The Office is very important and it's a huge staple in culture. Like I need that to be a staple in culture for everybody. I need everybody to be able to make those cultural references because The Office is very important. It's a very important show, and honestly, I say it all the time, and I'll say it whenever I make a segment about the show, whatever. I guess that's the segment right here. The Office changed my life. Like it legitimately changed the way that I look at life. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not kidding. Like, because as you watch the show for 9 seasons, right? You just like at first I just watched it. Like I'd seen it on TBS or whatever. I'd seen a couple episodes. It was like, okay, that's kind of funny. You know, I laugh a couple times. I chuckle. But it's a whole different ballgame when you watch the show from the beginning and you start to like, you know, see all the character development and things like that. The way the story comes together, and then the way they wrap it up so perfectly in season 9, like as they end and like you know, Andy said something and he was like, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days while you're in them. And I was like, damn, that's facts. And so ever since then, I've been like more intentional about like the moment that I'm living in. At least I've tried to be. And you know, so I really value like friendships and relationships and things like that. I value how things evolve over time, and all of that stuff because The Office really put it in perspective. I mean, of course, like I'd seen like real life before, but like just watching these people grow and develop over 9 seasons individually and as a whole together, and how like the dynamics changed and things like that, and how like and then as they went back to season 9 and reflected on it, and it was like wow, like you know I'm really living through the period of my life I'll be reflecting through. Reflecting on. Like, you know, Jim said at one point, he was like, you know, I came here and he was like, you know, I was just a blah, 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 working at this place. It's just a job I took. And he was like, and now everything I have in my life, because he met his wife there, they had their kids, all that stuff. He was like, everything I have in my life, like, I owe to this job. And, you know, like, I feel like that's Twitter for me. Like, I feel like, you know, Twitter has been my job or whatever. And, like, you know, getting on with TKW and being able to get more opportunities, like I feel like I watch my life like on like, and I don't do it as much anymore. Like I used to read my own tweets all the time. Like I used to go back but like you know, like I get to see my own life evolve and develop. And sometimes I go back and look at my old tweets and things like that, and it's pretty cool. And I feel like that, like the reflection aspect of that came from The Office. Like I definitely became more reflective through watching The Office, and and I think it's made me better with people also, and understanding like, but I also might not be that good with people. Who knows? I just lost one of my better friends today. The cold opens from The Office are untouchable. Neil, you know the vibes, bro. You know what, Neil? You know like all of the vibes. You know like all of the vibes. You're the man, bro. Did you catch the pizza by Alfredo reference I dropped though? Pizza by Alfredo or Alfredo's pizza, and then you can't. It's very important. They're both very different. Boom, boom, boom. Shonda, watch The Office now. Start it today. Like start The Office right after this. The thing is, they're 20-minute episodes. Like I feel like there's no reason not to try The Office. The episodes are like 20 to 25 minutes. It's a very easy show to get through. It doesn't require a whole lot of attention. Like, pay attention, but, like, you know, it doesn't require you to be there for... Like, you'll blow through 4 episodes and not even realize it. And so, you know, season 1, episode 2, Diversity Day, is honestly one of the funniest episodes in TV history. Like the camera quality and everything isn't the same in season 1 because it's just a pilot, but season 1's only 6 episodes. And then in season 2, they get the budget and everybody's got money and, you know, they dress him well and Michael's got a better haircut. It gets way better in season 2. But Diversity Day is hilarious. And then the basketball episode is also hilarious. And that's 2 episodes out of 6 that are, like, classics, honestly. And so you just got to give it a chance. The one time Andy wasn't annoying after season 6, they massacred Andy. Andy did get really annoying. I wouldn't say they massacred him completely. Toward the end, though, they definitely massacred him. But I liked when he first got the boss job. Like when he first became manager or whatever. He was pretty cool then. When he got the tattoo for them, that was pretty cool. LMFAO, I'll start after I finish The Boys. No, The Boys is gonna take you forever, and it's a whole different type of show. Watch The Office in like your chill moments. You know, the times where you will watch Martin, just watch The Office. Neil said, do you have recommendations about shows like The Office? Always Sunny in Philadelphia is one I keep hearing but procrastinating. Always Sunny in Philadelphia is cool. I haven't watched that show like straight through like that. I like what I've seen from it. I just never became like too attached to the storyline and the characters like that. Parks and Rec is really good, but the people who say it's as good as The Office are insane. Arrested Development, like, The Office is the best show, in my opinion, like, period. But, like, if somebody were to say that Arrested Development was as good, I wouldn't be mad. Like, Arrested Development is so good. It's so funny. It's so well written. Like everything about that show is like excellently executed, and the homie Ben Stiller's on there in seasons 4 and 5. But yeah, Arrested Development is amazing. And also what else? And I love Modern Family. I also love Modern Family. I'm a big Modern Family fan. Modern Family Hive. Yo, Sean, please, you can. The Martin thing sounded like a shot, but I promise it wasn't. The cold open where Andy and Dwight have promo photos on billboards posted all over the screen. That one is also hilarious. That one is. I can't believe I forgot the words to the song I started doing. I'm like really still bothered by that actually. I like that song too. That's kind of crazy. Hmm. Aha! Boom. Okay, there we go. Got it. Ready? All right. So my mic was on 16%, so I'm probably gonna speed through this and then we can get out of here. But okay. So the song is called "Division." I wrote it like mad long ago, after my diagnosis, whatever, 2017, all that good stuff. And I don't have the beat with me right now, but the hook is prescription medicine to keep my mood right. I got a vision. I'm trying not to lose sight. Repeated that a couple times, and then it was prescription medicine. I've forgotten the poem on stage before, but I bet you got him back though. You got him back. You brought it back in, and you was up there. And you really delivered that with all the oomph, and I'm sure. But yeah, no, it's wild. I just literally was like, oh, I don't know these words. All right, so prescription medicine to keep my mood right. I got a vision, and I'm trying not to lose sight. But I get lost in these verses, like my thoughts are cursive because they keep on flowing out. The show don't stop for commercials, and with the proper rehearsal, I can stop talking in circles and finally deliver all the bars that I worked through. Reach the point where you don't need me. Guess I'm proud of you, girl. That was random. I didn't plan it. Flow is out of this world. I'm always saying too much. I really got to chill. Flow so sick that every night I got to pop a pill. Bipolar, my diagnosis. Mind me watching for depressions. I wrote this. I'm trying to focus, but it's hard to pay attention. Too open with my emotions. It was hard to face the tension. Hard to face the tension. School of hard knocks. I fell in love with my professor. I was broken deep in debt and now there's money on my dresser. I'm still broke, but I'm not broken anymore. I'm just waiting on the days where I'm not. Oh, I'm still broke, but I'm not broken anymore. I'm just waiting on the days where I'm not hoping anymore. And I get everything I want and then start hoping plenty more. And with the pen as my key, I can open any door. I'm just trying not to lose sight. Life will teach you and test you. I was holding up class. I'm accepting my failures and getting over the past. I shed a tear, but even Jesus wept. I'm from a city where the peace is kept, so I didn't have to keep a peace. Yet I get nervous when I see police, because in a moment I could be deceased. Since I fit the profile, I keep a low one. Artillery is lyrical, never tote guns. But these punchlines berate the mic, trying to spit the verse to change my life. This line so real I had to say it twice. Bipolar, my diagnosis, mommy watching for depression. I'm just searching for a way to turn my art to my profession. Searching for peace of mind, but my heart keeps interjecting. I was lost and so I followed, ended up costing. Searching for peace of mind, but my heart keeps interjecting. I was lost and so I followed, ended up costing me a blessing. But every loss is a lesson. I'm still learning. I learned to deal with the pain, but I'm still hurting. How ironic for my livelihood, I kill verses. Pick up the pen and remind myself I'm still worth it. Still worth it. Oh. How ironic for my livelihood, I kill verses. Pick up the pen and remind myself I'm still worth it. I'm embracing my call and I used to let it ring. I said a whole lot of nothing and told you everything. Lyrical soldier, I'm going to dedicate my life to this mission. I'm staying focused and I'm never losing sight of this vision. They can't dim me down, I'm too bright. Prescription medicine to keep my mood right. I've been in the studio a few nights. I got a vision and I'm trying not to lose sight. And then it goes back to prescription medicine to keep my mood right. I got a vision and I'm trying not to lose sight. And then, yeah, that's it for that. But as I say those words, I'm like, hey, that's a pretty cool song. Because that song was like, at a really tough point in my life. And like, I still felt like, I know what I want and I know what I want to do and I know that I'm going to go do it. And while I haven't dropped music like I'm supposed to or like I want to or like, I'm sure that I will soon, I feel like I've put myself in position for when music is dropped through other things that I've done. And so I feel like that also comes back to like, just starting somewhere. Like okay, like the music didn't come out. I didn't wait for the music to build a fan base. Like now I feel like there's people who will listen when I put out music because I kind of got a platform in different ways. And so like all work is good work. Like all of your work counts. Like even if it's not where you wanted to be at, like to this day, like I never recorded that song. I've probably written 30 songs since then, more than that I haven't recorded. Nothing's come out. You can't search me on Apple Music or anything like that. And I feel like I've made progress toward the goal that I set. And so, it just depends on how you look at everything in life comes down to perspective for real. And so, you can choose to look down on yourself, or you can choose to be level with yourself and look up and, look to where you want to go to. And I feel like that's always the angle I try to take. And I feel like earlier in this episode, I was kind of down on myself, and it was also leading to the content being like, a little inferior to what normally happens. And all I really had to do was trust myself and know that I do this shit. Like, in the words of the homie Dennis Smith Jr., like, that was what he told me in his interview when I interviewed him the first time. He was like, I do this shit for real. And, like, that stuck with me. Like, just having that level of confidence in yourself. Once again, as I said the other day, the homie Tashawn, like, Tashawn believed in himself so much that I had no choice but to believe in myself. Like, it was amazing. Like, he believed in himself incredibly. Like, and, so shout out to Tashawn. Rest in peace. Life comes at you fast forever. But, like, that was really impactful. And once again, like, if I can, broadcast my lower moments, or if I can, broadcast the moments where I'm not too sure of myself and I'm doubting myself and I'm frustrated and I'm hyperventilating and sweating and all that stuff, and get through it and get to a point where, it's like, okay, like, that's not so bad. Like, progress has been made. And so, yeah, I'm putting pressure on myself for my birthday, and I want things to go a certain way. I want to execute things a certain way. I want these t-shirts to, like, really start flying off. I want these hats to really start flying off. Like, I want to be able to, do really well on Twitch. I want this show to do well. I want Studio 954 to do well on Saturday. And I want to put it all together. But, like, regardless of what happens, I won't let perfect be the enemy of the good. Shout out to my homie Robert. Like, I won't. Like, so, I'm going to take the good for what it is. I'm going to acknowledge the good and appreciate the good. And, and just strive for better. Like, that's all we can do. And so, yes, I want to be as good as it can possibly be. I'm going to put that pressure on myself naturally. But at the end of the day, I know that, if from now till Saturday nothing happens and I step on that stage, whoever's in that room with me, we're going to have a great time. And we're going to have a great night. And I'm going to have a great night. And there's going to be people there who matter to me. And, I'm going to be able to feel that love. And the people who aren't there, and the people who, were a part of it and then chose not to be, that's on them. And, I just got to leave that where it is, and move on. And, like, I got to let that go. I can't let that hang over me. I can't try to figure out, what I could have done differently in certain situations. I just got to be me. Like, at the end of the day, like, be you, there's no telling what you'll become. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay, Sean, insert snaps emoji. Apple Music soon, but first they got to send you more ports. They definitely got to send me more ports, which means I'm just going to have to get a better computer, so I got to run it up. So, help me out. Retweet the t-shirts, retweet the hats. I want to try a donation raffle. I really want to try that. I don't know if I can pull it off. I've done it before, long ago, and then I tried it a second time, but the second time I tried it didn't really come out right. I didn't really do it right, and then I just and I scrapped it, and I never tried it again. But basically the way the donation raffle works, it's like, excuse me. So it's like, what happened the first time is tickets were $5, and so you can make a $5 donation, but it's also a raffle ticket. And so, if you want 4 tickets, then you can make it. If you want 10 tickets, you make it. If you want 2 tickets, you make a $10 donation. Simple math. But those raffle tickets are entered, and then the winner gets 30% of like what was donated. So I think the first time, there was a total of, I think, $220, and my homie Sean Hood won, so I sent him $66. And it's just cool because it allows people to support and donate or whatever, but also like I feel like I'm Possible is a lot bigger than just me, and so I like to have an incentive with it, and I like for like. I think that no matter how much, like that first one where it was $220, like that was a huge win to me. Like 220 divided by 5 is what, 44. So that means 44 times, whether it's somebody buying multiple tickets or whatever, like 44 times I was supported. You feel me? I'm Possible was supported, and that's incredible to me, and that really meant a lot, and that's really dope. And I would hope to run it up even further this time if we were to do it. I think that's part of why I haven't done it, because I want to pull it off perfectly, because I feel like it's an idea that has a lot of potential. And so I just want to make sure it's properly executed, so I end up not doing it. But I feel like my birthday would kind of be the perfect time to do it. So I really want to do that. But yeah, so Damn, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I just like to incentivize it because I like 44 people. Impossible supported 44 times, and so because Impossible supported 44 times, and I feel like Impossible is bigger than me. I like for somebody else to be able to win in that. Like I like to be able to be like, oh wow, like this is a win. Like thank you for everybody's support, but also like here's a winner. Like you feel me? I like the feeling of giving back what was given. Like I don't know. So I like the idea of it, and I'll probably try to pull it off. Maybe I'll make it a segment on tomorrow's show, and talk about it and like make sure that I'm like talking about it in a pointed way so that I can clip it and make it a. But then it's like if I do that, and here's the issue. Here's what happens. It's happening live to me right now, where I start overthinking everything. Because like if I do that and do it on tomorrow's show, and then make it a clip, then the clip comes out Wednesday, and it's like okay, like when does the raffle start? You feel me? Because now we're 2 days behind. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But if you see that happen, share it with your friends, please. I don't know. I feel like we went backwards a little bit, but we're always going forward, always. So the topics are, start somewhere, trust yourself, and all the other stuff we talked about. But the main idea is go for it. At the end of the day, man, like no matter what it is, I didn't know where I was going with this episode, and we're 56 minutes, and I'm not even sure how. Thank you guys so much for staying here and rocking out. I don't know how y'all made it. I really I know, like there's certain episodes where I'm like, oh, I was just rambling, and I watch it back, I'm like, oh, I was doing something. I was rambling, 100%. I know it. You can say nice things if you want to. I rambled a lot this episode. I was wiping off sweat. I was having an existential crisis, like, and y'all rocked through the whole thing. And I was forgetting verses. Like this is it was a train wreck at points, but y'all supported through it, and I really appreciate you guys. And thank you so much. And I don't know, man. Like words can't express it enough. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart.